Clashes between EU states over core values are coming to a head as member countries face a dilemma over what to do about Hungary and Poland. How could a standoff between Poland, Hungary and the EU end? Both countries have recently passed anti-LGBTQ+ legislation, while Poland had effectively declared they do not accept the supremacy of EU law. While Brussels has responded with the threat of cutting off funding and legal action against the two countries, neither has prompted a change of course. But how could this dilemma end? Brussels is likely to intensify pressure or use financial sanctions on Poland and Hungary, which could force them to back down. These plans are already in action, with the approval of Poland and Hungary's post-pandemic economic plans at risk, with the European Commission wanting concessions in order to give them access to billions in EU recovery funds. However, both governments have made battles with Brussels a core part of their political rationale, and it remains to be seen how much they would be willing to change course and risk losing support from voters. Both countries are also facing upcoming elections, with Hungary heading to the polls in 2022, and Poland having parliamentary elections in 2023. Any losses by currently ruling parties could mean tensions are diffused, as opposition parties are largely pro-EU, and have pledged a return to democratic norms. A six-party coalition has come together in Hungary to defeat Viktor Orban, whereas Poland's ex-European Council President and former Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk is heading up the European People's Party. A third option could see the powers locked in repeated spats with the EU, resulting in no real endgame. Pro-democracy advocates are hopeful about a new mechanism which allows the EU to dash member funding given to EU countries if they violate the rule of law and the bloc's financial interests. But at this point, it is not yet clear whether this would place sufficient pressure on governments to make fundamental changes in their policies, and could turn electorates even further away from supporting the EU. French Green MEP Gwendoline Delbos-Corfield, the European Parliament's rapporteur for the situation in Hungary, is pushing for the upcoming French presidency of the Council of the EU to pursue recommendations for Hungary. This is a procedure under Article 7 of the EU treaties which allows 4/5 of member states to issue a warning to another member over rule of law concerns before pursuing sanctions. While this could be a step to pushing Hungary in another direction, it could also push Mr. Orban into an even more isolated role.